Let's say, as part of the processing of a file, in addition to creating a backup copy, we actually want to move the specified input file to an in-progress or in-processing directory. In this way, if you looked at the file system, you'd be able to see which files are currently being processed. They'd be in the in-progress directory. So once we've created the backup copy of the input file, we're going to move it to this in-progress directory. The first thing we want to do is ensure that the directory exists. So as we did with the backup directory, we'll use the create directory method on the directory class. And as we saw earlier, this won't throw an exception if the directory already exists. Once again, we'll make use of the path.combine method. We'll start with the root directory path that we calculated earlier, and we'll combine that with the in-progress directory name constant that we defined earlier at the top of the class here. What we want to do now is create the in-progress file path so we know where to move the file to. We will combine the root directory path with the in-progress directory name constant. And because the path.combine method allows us to specify multiple parts, we'll also specify the input file name. I hope by now you can appreciate how useful the path.combine method is. So we'll just output a message telling us we're moving the file, and then once again make use of the file class, and this time call the static move method. As with the copy method, we need to specify the source and destination. In this case, the source is the original input file, and the destination is the in-progress file path variable that we just created. Just as with the file.copy method, you can also specify true for this overwrite parameter, which will overwrite the destination file if it already exists without throwing an exception. But if you don't specify this as true, you'll want to check for the existence of the destination file first before attempting to move. To do this, we can use the file.exists method, and if there's already a file in the in-progress directory with the same name, we're just going to output an error message and then return from this method. If we head back to File Explorer and come back to the root of the PS Data directory, we currently don't have the in-progress directory, but we still got data1 in the input folder. Let's go and run the application with this additional code. And we can see here we've got our message telling us that we're moving data1.txt to the processing directory. And if we head back to Explorer here, notice that the file has disappeared from the input directory, and we've got this processing directory, and data1.txt has been moved to this processing directory. If we try and process data1.txt again, so we'll copy data1.txt from here and once again paste it into the input directory and head back to Visual Studio. If we run this application again, notice that we get our error message now telling us that the data1.txt file is already being processed. Let's see next at how we can get just the file name extension from a given path.